We have another amazing user spotlight story to share with you. In this video, you're going to get to see the story of Alex Johnson, an SEO pro and the founder at searchshack.co. He's based in Dubai, providing performance-based SEO services to his clients. He's a member of Ryan Stewart's SEO program, which really puts Alex in an elite opportunity zone where he has the knowledge and the opportunity to collect amazing results in SEO for his clients. He's using content at scale, of course, and let me tell you, it was so much fun seeing how much his mind was blown by just how good the content output is from content at scale. So we talk about that. I show him a little bit more about how to use the tool and get even more out of it. And he talks about how he was able to rank within just a few days for a niche keyword in rugby for one of his hobby websites that he's working on, where he's developing content at scale content. And now he's selling this content to his clients, and he believes they're getting better content than when he had a human writer produce it. So let's dive into Alex's story and let's hear straight from Alex. Hi, Alex. Well, it's great to meet with you. I'm excited to chat through this, the possibilities here.
I know, honestly, since landing on your software, it's blown my mind. I'm not a writer, and I've always struggled with writing, but I've had to know more and more about it, obviously with SEO. And I mean, my story, I'll just briefly touch on it. 2 years ago, I found Ryan and the blueprint. That completely changed my perspective on running an SEO agency. Before, I was just like, I do SEO. And did everything, all the checklist rubbish that you do. And then found Ryan in the blueprint and gave me the framework, and it was just brilliant. And I fell in love with the sprints. So the whole sprint model is what I do, what I offer clients. And I found that, like, certainly last year and most of this year, just outsourcing content writing, and it's just so expensive. Not making much money off it. But this way, today I've tested 2 articles, and I can't wait to get them live on a site. One's with a client and one's for my website. I've got 2 businesses. I've got a rugby website that I sell, rugby gear, and I cover all the rugby here in the Middle East. And the World Cup's coming in September, so I'm getting ahead with content.
Wow.
And from what I've seen from your stuff, it's been brilliant. And I've not long been off a Zoom call with, have you heard of Demand Jump?
Yes.
Yeah, so could they have heard of you? I was telling them how I want to sort of marry the 2 of you together, because I really like their topic, their content strategy. I think it's really good. Because at the moment, I'm just outsourcing that. I'm paying Loganics, $295 every time I want to do a content strategy. And it's not very deep, but Demand Jump, I mean, I haven't tested Demand Jump yet fully, but I saw what they do. But content-wise, I'm really, really excited to use your stuff.
Oh, that's great. Well, yeah. Well, we're talking for various reasons. One of them, we're actually in the process of building what we call a content planner. And you see it right now in the app, like content planner. But what we want to do is build that out to where you have keywords researched for you, topics researched for you. And that's all automation as well.
Oh, wicked.
So,
right, okay.
Yeah, so we wanted to hear about your process. So you're using Demand Jump. Are you?
I'm not really. I'm looking to use it.
Okay.
The reason why I was scared off it because the price tag was really high on it. But after the chat today, I think it works out at like $400 a month, that's okay. But yeah, I mean, I haven't gone any further with that. I love the idea of it, and I think I bought Ryan's book, not Ryan Stewart, got his book as well, but Ryan Brock from Demand Jump, I bought his book on the pillar marketing. I'm only
Yes.
halfway through it, but it was really interesting because before I've always been technical side and I've left the writing to other people. And I love the idea of it. Just what he was saying really made sense to me about not just going on Hrefs and keyword planners and looking at all of that, but actually looking at everything and looking at what Google's actually telling us.
Yeah.
Really cool. And the whole idea of having a hub and then all the spokes, which I've known about over the years, but I've really sort of dug deep into it in the last 6 months or so.
Yes. Yes.
So,
And that goes in line with topical authority, which is going to be even more important with generative AI and search. I don't know if you've played around with that at all. Have you?
I've toyed with Chat GPT, but I
Google's
think I'm rubbish at it.
This is Google's SGE, so it's kind of like
right, yeah, right.
and search. Yeah, but whenever I've been testing it, which is a lot, I've been seeing that when the new AI is going to write the results in search, it's going to citate, it's going to list as a reference topically authoritative sites instead of just the sites like Forbes.com and a lot of people are. Kevin in the blueprint, Kevin Indig saw the same thing. And so we're like, this is a win for people that are doing it with what you just said, hub and spoke, topical authority. So yes, we really see that the same way. And I think with what we want to do at Content at Scale, bringing content strategy into the picture very soon is the same thing, like give you everything you need. And SEMrush, have you ever used that tool?
Yeah, I used to be on it and then I moved to Hrefs and I'm really thinking the jumping ship going back to SEMrush.
Really? Yeah. Well, I like SEMrush because it gives you at a glance all your question keywords. And those are like some of the easiest keywords to rank for depending on your niche. Then you can export all of them and throw them into Content at Scale and immediately have that content for all of that. And that would be hub and spoke. That would be pillar content. Like I have for example, I have a blog on chicken caring because we raise chickens at our farm here. So like my niche is chickens. So I found the other night researching SEMrush, I found 33,000 question keywords around can chickens eat grapes? What kind of bugs do chickens eat? Like there's a million questions for that niche.
Yeah.
But that brings you topical authority when you answer all of those questions. What I'd love to help you with as well, I'm looking at my notes here, is talking through how to adapt your process to take it over into Content at Scale and minimize 3 different areas of costs, like the content briefs, obviously the copywriter, and then even publishing the article, your time doing that, because that can be done straight from Content at Scale.
Yeah, I know, and I do all of that. But I haven't tested yours yet, where it just does it for you. So that's
okay. Nice. Okay. Yeah. So you have the WordPress plugin. Are all your sites on WordPress? Okay, yeah. Perfect. Yeah. So from there, it's just the post statuses that you can change. And then when it hits publish, and every time you change a post status, it actually syndicates directly to WordPress live.
Oh, really? Right. Okay.
Yes. I think it's minute by minute.
You can edit. So I can edit in the dashboard.
Yes.
It'll sync up live on the site.
It will. Yes. Wow. And something I realized was if I go in WordPress and I change the post that I wrote with Content at Scale, what will happen is the changes won't reflect if I'm editing it again in Content at Scale, because Content at Scale actually overwrites. So you always want to use Content at Scale. Right. It's so much easier. Yeah, so much easier.
Okay. Have you tested, how your old stuff is done compared to doing it? Have you ever rerun your content once you've had it by a human and then rerun it through Content at Scale and see how the difference is?
Yes. So do you mean like actual ranking or in terms of quality?
Both.
Okay. Right. Yeah, that's a great question, because in the end, and let me walk you through a couple things there. In the end, what matters is, does this content actually work? Right? So you're asking exactly what we ask whenever we're looking at this. So let me pull up a couple of things here. So content at scale, all of the content that we do on our blog, we're doing 80 pieces a month now. It's all written by our tool, like 99%. And these case studies they're the only ones that are a little bit more heavily humanly edited, but we still start in the app because you get the SEO analysis, you get the copywriting, and all of it is at a level where, I worked with writers for 10 years. Sometimes it's better, which is crazy to say, but like we're there. So all of these blogs, they're written by our AI, and we have one writer who we call an AIO. And that's the process I want to help you kind of implement. Is this one writer, she's in the Philippines. I think she's anywhere from $6 to $10 an hour. And then she's just editing around 5 blogs a day so we can get them out. And she's doing maybe 30 minutes or less of editing, but this is what the piece looks like in the end.
Yeah.
So we have like blog guidelines, she's adding in a specific CTA with this GIF that we made, and we have a designer who's doing some images to support the post. And then we're bringing in existing content like a YouTube video. So she edits and adds. I was trying to say edit and add. Eds came out. So she edits and adds the images, and then it looks like this whenever it goes out. But like that's all that she's doing. And what helps is whenever we go from that copywriter to an AIO writer and we say, okay, you're using content at scale and you're editing the content and you're spending, here's your limit. You have 30 minutes to go through the craft framework. And the craft framework is something that if you don't have it, I'll send you this doc. This walks through every step in that framework. So that craft framework, they're going to cut the fluff, review the content, add images, fact check, and then trust build.
Okay.
And then that like really ensures good content. Because in the end, like, yes, you do want to make sure you publish good content. And straight out of AI, there can be some issues. So these writers, once you train them on how to edit with the app, it turns out really good. Excuse me, I'm coming off of a cold, so
my kids have both got it, so I'm just waiting. I'll be next.
That's true. Oh goodness.
Yeah, I mean, what I did today, I edited the content that AI produced for me today, but I don't know whether I over edited it because I was going for score, so I managed to get it from 60 to 86, but I don't know whether I was, just trying to crack as many keywords in as possible that tick the boxes. So I mean, I'm going to test it, and I'll just adjust. I'll let it run for a few months, and then I can reevaluate it.
Yes.
Change.
All of this content that we publish, like we're seeing good rankings. So, that's definitely not a problem. Does this content rank? Like it definitely will.
Well, that was the thing that puzzled me actually about, so Demand Jump used an example called, I've forgotten what. No, I can't think what it is, but they used an example of an SEO company, and they said, they used our topic, and they used just human writers, and they've actually like lost traffic and lost ranking. I was really, really surprised at that after they've gone all the trouble of, getting the great topics. What I've seen is just going down. So that was sort of puzzling after they've gone through all of that.
Yes. So you said when they got human writers.
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah, because I asked them specifically, I said, so have you heard of content at scale? because that's what I'm using. And he went, yeah, I've heard it. He said, but with this client, they used purely human writers. Let me just, I can share my screen with you actually. So this is the brief that I got from Demand Jump, which I thought was a bit basic, but I guess it would do. This is all you would need, wouldn't it? This is what you would put into the AI.
Yes.
This is the strategy that I got from Loganics. And this blog post here is the one that I've written today on content at scale. This is the company that I'm doing this for. They've never had a blog before, so this is going to be their first blog post. Let me just, that's it, that relevance, that's the company. So this is the company that Demand Jump have as one of their clients that have used Demand Jump, got an amazing, like tons of topics to write. And they said that they concentrated on the SEO strategy, and they did it in February this year. So I plugged it in and looked at, you know, I was looking for, you know, the hockey stick effect that we all seek.
Yes.
And I was really surprised with what I found. But I guess this isn't telling the true story, because this is just organic.
Yeah.
But I was, you know, just say in the last 1 year, I was expecting better, you know, because this is where they started the content. They're expecting something like that. One of my sites, one of my clients that I'm going to be using, hopefully more with content at scale, I've managed to get the hockey stick effect.
Oh, nice.
Using human writers and following the, you know, the old processes, but it's cost me a lot.
Oh dear. Oh wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah, and I, you know, I share these graphics everywhere I can.
Yes, you should. That's
Holy
proof.
grail. Yeah, it is. This is exactly where I started making them content, and never ranked for anything. And now they're, you know, ranking on one, all of page one for loads of different things.
Wow, interesting. So you haven't used content at scale for this website yet?
No, I haven't. But he's finished his growth sprint, but he needs another round. So I'm just going to throw all of that at him.
Nice.
And I've got all of this to back up, you know, like that last post there jumped up nearly 500 just from that one last post.
Wow.
Things are going well for that company. But yeah.
Yes.
My usual, you'll have seen the content briefs through the blueprint, won't you? So this is a usual standard content brief that I'll get. I'll get created for me.
Okay. Is that by Umar?
Sometimes I have had a few of him, but I had an SEO guy working for me in Pakistan, but then he landed a job with a huge competitor here. So I was like, look, go, because it's an amazing opportunity. And, you know, to be honest, an amazing salary and all sorts from them. So I lost them. I mean, I haven't lost them. I've just lost the security of them, you know, being my guy, basically. But, you know, this is Actually, this is Umar's. This last one I did with Umar. Yeah, so this is his.
Okay.
I was wondering how I would take something like this and put it into content at scale. Or would I need to? Or would I simply just, have a hub and spoke, or, something like this? Is this enough to get me the quality I need?
Yes. If you go back to the brief.
I would love to be able to cut out that content brief.
Yeah, exactly. Can you go back to that brief, and I will.
Yeah.
I saw a couple things that I know it can do just as well. So the meta description, you've probably seen that already, but Content at Scale writes it.
Yeah.
Yes. And I would say like it's just as good as that, which is something that surprised me because ChatGPT does not write good metas. I've asked it to.
Yeah.
So that you could take out. The H1 you could take out because I'm confident, it could come up with something just as good as that. Mm-hmm. So the target keyword is Indian monsoon season.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I paid my writer in London did this. I had to wait 3 weeks for it.
Oh, wow. Content scale, 5 minutes. Wow.
So, yeah, I mean, it just seems like I want to cut all the fluff out, and just get straight to getting the job done for the client, because that's what really matters at the end of the day. The client still gets an amazing result.
Yes.
It doesn't 100%. Cost me to do a content brief. So I haven't asked for, I've got my client at the minute. She wants, she's getting 5 new pieces of content. And I told her that the process was, right, we'll get a content brief. I'll send you the content briefs. You okay them. Then I'll get my writer in London to write it. I thought, right, I'm just going to do this one straight on content at scale without a brief. And then I was thinking I might backtrack and pretend I've written a brief just by using bits of the piece. But I just don't see the point in it. I just paid for the deliverables, so I will create the content briefs as backup. But going forward, I'll just cut those out. And this is what was created this morning. And I'm dying to get it live on the site. It's with her now. She's checking it out, but she hasn't got back to me yet.
Okay. So would this be like the first article she has approved using AI?
She doesn't know that she's used AI.
Nice. That's smart.
Yeah, and I'm not really pushing.
No, you want them to judge on the quality.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't want to give any false impressions,
Yeah.
If someone hears out being written by AI, she might think she's been cheated. But honestly, the quality of this is amazing compared to, what my writer's been doing for that other company.
I believe it. I've seen better content, just because AI has more knowledge than we do.
Yeah.
It's true. Yeah. So you went through this and optimized it yourself?
Yeah, so I was going through trying to get as many of these in as possible that sounded natural. I mean, there's maybe one or two that I've sort of forced in there, but I'll reevaluate it over time. So I guess I would love to see how I could feed more information into the AI.
Yes.
Yes. Would you be able to show me that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So if you have a keyword, we can actually do it for this project. And I can walk you through the steps of that. Yeah. Looking at your content brief, the thing that sticks out to me is, first of all, the location. But if I'm looking at this post, it looks like it really stayed true to the location, because that would be important. We wouldn't want to talk about, professional moving services in any other location, because
Yeah.
that's the keyword, but it looks like it understood that. So I don't think you'd have to add any more prompting basically to tell it, hey, you need to stick within this location. We do have different languages, but in the end, you still want this in English. So I wouldn't choose that either. But something we could do, if you have some briefs that you do need to use, you could put that in the customized post options. And I can show you where that is if you go to the main project for this. And then you click, just click within the project. And then you click add content.
Oh, right. Okay.
And we'll need a keyword, but I can show you how to actually do this. Actually, if you just click next, you'll see, yep, there it is, the customize option. See there at the bottom? Yes, that's it. So what you can do here is you can add a specific title, you can hit the plus and add specific headings, and then you can guide it a little bit more.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So this could help, because I did see some pretty specific things in that brief, although I think like with
that brief that I showed you before,
yes.
this is for a different client. This is
okay.
for shipping company, that hockey stick effect company that I showed you before. But this is pretty much the layout that I get. I would have shown you more, but I don't have any for this moving company in Dubai. They haven't had any briefs, but this is the sort of information that I get given to me. But if I can cut that out.
Yes, I really think you can. I think it's just a matter of you're already doing it well with this first client, where you kind of work backwards and you're like, okay, we're not going to do a brief. Yeah. But you could even have it to where, I'm going to send you the full article. It'll be done sooner. You'll get it faster than if we did the brief and then the article. So we'll actually get to your results quicker. That could be one angle you work from, but I would try to sell them on no outline at all. And how does that affect your process if you went straight to delivering the article?
Oh, it's so much cheaper and quicker.
Yeah. So we got to do that.
Better quality. It's just what I'm seeing. It's really good. And I've had 2 pieces done for this is my company, Yellow Rugby. So let's see. I did this, when did I do it? 27th of May. And there I am.
Oh, look at that. Wow. Just a couple weeks.
It was a couple of days, actually.
Really? That's amazing.
So that's pretty much untouched.
Wow. And look how much better that title is versus the other ones we're looking at.
Yeah.
Like that's such a good, I would click on that versus the others. I'd be like, oh, this is a better article.
Yeah. So the thing that's letting it down is imagery. I'm busy getting some rugby balls made. So as soon as I get them, I'll get some nice imagery. But
wow.
The content that it created is amazing.
It is so good. Wow.
It literally ticked all the boxes. So
yes,
that was my first one. And then I've gone back and I've written this, but it hasn't been published yet because I only did it this morning, and I need to do the imagery. Now, this is another one that I've already started because the World Cup's coming in September, and one of the huge sort of topics out here is the best sports bar, because there's tons of bars out here. Sports. So yeah, I'm nowhere at the minute, but I have done one blog post that I'm going to overwrite with the one that I've just done.
Oh.
So I type in that's sports by rugby. There we go. Top.
Wow.
It's rugby focused and it's not finished really. It's just me. This is 100% written by me. Actually, not to lie, some of it is used Chat GPT. So things like that. It's just like so this ranks,
Yeah.
but the quality of it's terrible compared to this.
True. Wow.
So
Oh
much
my
more.
gosh, look at that. What? Okay, I haven't seen
A couple of things actually. It's the things that I've highlighted in red. I need to fact check because
smart.
this bar doesn't exist anymore. So yeah, there's a few things that I just need to check out. But that's fine. If they're wrong, I can replace them with a different bar.
Yes. And do you know how to use the header right section? If you click that little plus at the top and you click the H. But yeah, this is where you can add a new heading and then it'll actually write the content.
Content under that new heading?
Yes.
Wow, okay. See, I can literally, I didn't know that. I honestly thought that once I've pressed generate, I can't regenerate new ideas on it.
Yes. Isn't that amazing?
So I can keep,
You
I can keep hitting it, keep going and going. Wow.
Yes. Yes.
That is amazing. Okay.
Yeah, I've told the team we need to call out that feature because it's kind of hidden. You know, you don't really see it, but it's so helpful.
Yeah, because I was worried that like, if I test this and I get it wrong, I'll have wasted a post. But I can just keep regenerating it until it's perfect.
Exactly. Makes your cost per post go further. Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing. Right. Okay. How important do you think the click to tweet is?
Oh, do you have that in the article or do you just have?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Yeah. I think it just adds an engagement signal, you know, so it could be a good thing, but I wouldn't say it's necessary.
I'll test it.
Yes, always test.
So I guess I've never pasted in the video URL, right? Embed code by URL, right? Okay. Tables. Oh wow. You've got it all.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
That's a great article.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I need to do is go and source pictures of the pubs that I've been talking about in this.
Yes.
I've already pretty much got them. I just need to add it. So I'm really excited to get this launched and it'll overwrite this one. You know, I've got some of these images that I can use. But yeah,
you can drop in those images.
This already ranks #1, but it's quite specific without meaning to be. I did want to go for best sports bars in Dubai, but I've tagged on Rugby World Cup. If I was following the pillar marketing process, I would have one article that is like that, and then another smaller article on the Rugby World Cup.
True. It might make sense though, if people are searching for that term to rank for that, versus like two different pieces.
Yeah. And it does. So best sports bar ranked number 1. And I get featured snippet as well.
Wow.
Rugby, take out sports, best rugby bars, Dubai. Yeah, I'm on there.
Yeah, you're still there.
Yeah, we can affect that. Well, that's great. You've really helped me out there.
Oh, good.
I guess if it was the demand jump keyword, so this is their version of a content brief.
Okay.
How would I literally just copy all of that, move it in Dubai, and
oh, thank you. My husband brought me tea.
Can't go wrong with a cup of tea. Right, so I guess this is like so movers in Dubai it's not really on here. I can't remember how I came to get movers in Dubai, but I guess moving in Dubai I could change. See, it's just I don't even feel the need for this because all I've got to do is put in movers in Dubai.
Yes.
And it'll pull it all.
No, I feel like all you need is a keyword research tool. And then you take that keyword, no more outlines at all, and tell the client you're going to get faster results. If we go straight to the article, we'll get it done quicker. And that's, it's crawling Google on the spot. That's what Content at Scale does. So it's crawling Google like a actual human researcher would. Yeah. And then it's looking at the top of Google. Mm-hmm. Yeah, except better. Can you believe we're here? It's crazy.
No, it was what, 6 months ago when I first really saw AI.
Same. Yeah.
Nah. It was just the similar internet boom thing. It was like, that's never going to take off. and I also said I'm never going to adapt it to my work.
Wow.
Why would I? But here we are.
Here you are. You and me both, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Well, look, thank you for your time. I really appreciated that.
Oh, of course. Yeah. I think the next step, something that would really support your process would be, well, first of all, our content planner coming, downsizing, taking out those 3 things that the copywriter, the person doing the brief, and then publishing the article. But the thing that I think would also be a linchpin and really growing your business would be an AIO writer. And, we have people that hire those. I could introduce you, this guy named Joe, like he knows how to find really good Filipinos. So I'm happy to make an intro because I think that could take a lot of the work of having to review all of these pieces off of you. And if it's your own writer that knows the AIO process that we teach in that doc, I'll send you that as well, then you do a lot less work yourself in the app. So that's the only thing I see where you could even have more margin, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's my time that I spend editing.
Yeah.
And I know my limits. I'm not a good editor. I'd rather an actual human editor who's good at that does it than me. Yeah, okay. I saw you've got some articles and videos going around, haven't you, on AIO? Is that right, AIO?
Yes, artificial intelligence optimization. Yes, I'll send you it's called like a kit. It's a Google Doc full of like everything that I've ever built on it. So I'll send you that after the call, so you have that link, and then I'll do the intro to Joe because I think the AIO writer could take a lot of the work you're doing in the app. Although I really like that you're getting familiar with it, because then you can guide the writer. Like, oh, hey, here's how to add that heading. We don't have to rerun. We don't have to lose a credit. So you knowing how to use it is good.
Yeah, I mean, that's been vital for me tonight, to even know that I don't have to use another credit. I can sort of re-edit it on the spot.
Yes.
Amazing.
Oh my gosh. I'm so excited to hear that. Yeah, I need to tell the team we need to like put a giant flag on that feature, because it was a game changer for you. That's interesting. Yeah.
What's your story with the Blueprint? How did you get involved with them?
Yeah. So Ryan Stewart's book on SEO, I wrote most of it.
You wrote that? Wow.
Yes.
I bought that in 2020 when we were all on lockdown.
Don't tell anyone.
But that's what my, intro to it. It was just like, I read it and I was like, this book is amazing.
Oh, that's great.
I picked it all from there.
So great. Well, I started in content in 2011, and it was like, such an outlet for me to write and get paid on the internet. I loved it. And then here comes content marketing, and wow, I didn't think, it was the industry it could be. And then before I knew it, so I had a writing agency, grew it to 100 writers, sold it in 2021 because I saw GPT was going to change everything. So I sold it when it was making a lot of money. And let me tell you, like, that was so hard, but I'm so glad I did it.
Yeah.
Because we got a lot of money for it, right? Like, it was a 7-figure exit. So now what my goal is to be an AI and kind of do what I did in writing, which is help a lot of people see like there's a better path, than all this, like you saw in the video, the ferret funeral. Like, you don't have to go through that anymore. We can actually have better content, better results for our clients, a better experience, better output. Like, we can have all of that with AI. That's a game changer for our business.
God, I just remember the costs. Express Riders I was using.
Yes, that was my agency.
That was yours.
That was mine.
I spent a lot of money with you in the early days.
Wow. How did I not know that? That's so cool. Well, it's great to meet you. Wow.
Again.
Wow. Yeah. They're still running it. The new owners. And let me tell you, they have not adapted to AI at all. They're actually banning it.
Oh God.
They're not smart. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm out of that.
Well, of course. I mean, look what you're in now.
Right? Yes. When it's a no-brainer for you. I mean, I can't sell you my content agency services anymore in good faith, knowing this exists.
Yeah. I mean, this is insane.
Yeah. Wow.
I just hope the general public don't hear about it. only we know about it.
We're trying to keep it to the SEO professional market for sure. That's our ideal user. Yeah. Great. Well, let me get you those resources. Okay. Do you want me to email or Slack?
Either is great for me.
Perfect. So I'll get you the AIO and writer intro. Joe will give you all kinds of good info, and then the AIO writing kit. And I'd love to hear back, what your client says, if you have any.
Definitely. I can't wait to get tomorrow.
Yeah, I'd love to help you work through objections, because what Ryan wants me to do actually is create a lesson on this. And I'm like, well, I have to work with some of your people first. Yeah. So any,
the blueprint process is going to see changes.
Yes. Yes, 100%. I think Ryan is already using content at scale, and he's like, oh, why a human writer anymore? So he sees it.
Well, let's see what happens.
Crazy.
Okay, well, thank you very much for your time again.
Yes. And let's check back in soon. We'll talk again.
Okay, great. Thank you. And I'll keep you up to date on how.
Sounds good.
Thanks very much.
Thank you, Alex. Talk later. Bye.